help you out.
You remember Felix Sater, right? That name?
I don't remember the name, no.
He is the Russian real estate developer who was working on the Trump Tower Moscow deal. He had an office in Trump Tower.
Well, I wasn't involved at all
No, I
in
know
that
you're
deal,
not.
so I don't
know you're not.
know it. But
I want to
Sater.
drop something important on you that you could share with important people that could shift the ground underneath this case. Felix Sater is an FBI informant and has been since 1998. That was revealed when The Intercept did a FOIA that released his secret agreement with Andrew Weissman.
Okay.
1998, as the assistant U.S. attorney, Weissman signs an agreement with Felix Sater. Sater then testifies in 2017 before the before the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence for the Robert Mueller investigation. He has signed a second secret agreement with Andrew Weissman.
Sater has signed a second agreement, okay.
With Weissman now, not as a U.S. attorney, but as the lead prosecutor for Mueller. And
as the lead prosecutor for Mueller.
The Mueller investigation, Weissman was the lead prosecutor.
Okay, but you're saying, yes, we know that.
So there's a second agreement with Sater.
The second agreement is in relation to the Russia case, what you're saying.
Russiagate.
Okay.
And in his book, Andrew Weissman mentions Felix Sater 11 times. He even says he personally told Robert Mueller to bring in Sater as a cooperating witness. Now, last year, I went to a lecture at NYU that Andrew Weissman was giving, and when it got to the Q&A session, I stood up and asked him, did the House Permanent Select Committee know about your 25-year-long secret relationship with FBI asset Felix Sater when he testified? Weissman said in front of a room of 150 people he never met Felix Sater. I called Norm Eisen.
But he's mentioned in his book
11 times.
And he's mentioned
signed
in
2
his
agreements
book
with him.
that he's met him in his book. So he did say that in his book.
Not only that he met him, that he told Robert Mueller to bring him in as a cooperating witness to testify against Trump.
Okay.
So Sater is in Trump Tower, and this morning Felix Sater responded to me on Twitter saying that he never shared an office with Michael Cohen. Michael Cohen took over Felix Sater's office after Felix Sater moved out. My point is, Michael Cohen is an FBI undercover asset, and this is a setup between Felix Sater, Michael Cohen, and the prostitute. Let me ask you this. If you go on Twitter or Facebook or YouTube and start saying, hey, such and such person raped me, that's obviously a civil tort that you can be sued for if it's untrue. It's defamation to claim that somebody raped you. But if you bring a lawsuit against someone with that allegation, it's a privileged statement.
So, but just backing that up, you're saying that Cohen is an FBI
I believe he
informant.
is. That he's signed a secret agreement
It's an
similar
theory.
to the one.
It's an interesting theory.
Similar to the one
look,
that
I have no doubt that Cohen elevated the importance of the Stormy Daniels alleged story in 2016 in October because of, you just take some of the other testimony that he said of how, he wanted to get credit from the boss. He wanted to get credit from President Trump. So it's interesting.
All of that stuff he's saying in there is a lie to cover up what's actually happening, which is...
You're telling me Michael Cohen lies? I don't believe it.
Exactly. but think about this. Stormy Daniels is obviously a person who can be paid to say and do things that aren't true. Pay her money and she's going to pretend to be in love with you and have sex and whatever. So the notion that a crooked lawyer, could go to her and say, hey, I want you to bring a lawsuit filled with lies against this billionaire. He can't sue you for defaming him because these are privileged statements within a lawsuit. You'll lose the lawsuit, but whatever, you're going to get paid. And so then, as his lawyer, he can go to Trump and say, hey, look, this is a lawsuit filled with lies, but it's going to be less expensive to pay this woman off and make her go away than to have to defend the lawsuit and have all this come out into public. Okay, fine, pay her. This type of thing happens all the time, and nobody is talking about it. Nobody wants to explore this relationship between Felix Sater, Michael Cohen. When I asked Norm Eisen about it, he hung up the phone on me. When I asked Andrew Weissman about it, he lied about it. Those guys are all fellows.
How do you spell S-A-D-E-R, Sater?
S-A-T-E-R.
S-A-T-E-R, Sater.
Felix Sater. He's all over. He testified. Please do something with this information. I always appreciate speaking to you.
Nice to see you.
Jason Goodman, Crowdsource the Truth.
Thank you.
Felix Sater's the guy. Take care, Andrew.
Nick's going to win?
There we go. Conversation with Andrew Giuliani. Very productive.